Welcome back. We are so happy to see our friend Johnny McNeil.
Yes.
With Community Partnership of the Ozarks.
And Chef Perry from King's Asian Chef. Great to see you both. Now, Johnny, we did want to talk to you about the partnership with Chef Perry.
Sure. Well, Chef Perry here and I have been collaborating for about 4 years now. We're doing our Dine In and Donate partnership, which runs through March through April, and which Chef Perry will donate proceeds, portion of his proceeds for those 2 months, come right to our CPO, and which we put right back into the community. Perry has been an activist here in the community for over 4 or 5 years, and we've been working with each other. And every time I talk to him, he's always about, hey, Johnny, we could do this, we could do that. And I'm like, maybe, maybe not. Let's see what we can get done. But I'm always happy to work with him. And so we put this partnership together, and I'm excited about it.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
So tell us about your amazing restaurant and your food, and you've won awards too.
Well, we have, we've been actually I've been cooking since 1988. Just been a little while working dim sum restaurant back in Hong Kong. And then I came to Springfield and then started learning how to make cashew chicken and just fell in love with that. And so we run 2 restaurants, one called King's Asian Chef on North Glenstone across from Evangel University. And then the other one's on the west side of Kearney Street, just west of Kansas Expressway, called King's Chef Kitchen. And so that's what we do, and I'm going to make some.
And look at all these.
We're looking awards.
Wow.
First place.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So about 35 years you've been cooking, and
Yes.
I mean, how has your cooking evolved since you started to now?
Well, Springfield definitely have a different style, so I had to learn, how to make Springfield cashew chicken. So
Okay.
Yeah,
so
get going.
I'm gonna get going now. Yeah, so that's the chicken that we cut up and marinated, and so this is really good.
And we're looking at his awards right there. I mean, you won so many awards, it's hard to even keep count.
Yeah, we actually won the People's Award, People's Choice Award. So people came in back in a few years ago before the pandemic, and we had a cashew craze. Got a few years of that, and people love it. So so that's our chicken, and then just flour. You can do this at home. I just want to show you also that way you can actually do it at home.
Wow.
And so
what is the batter you use for this? Is that top secret, or can you tell us?
Well, it just honestly, I put salt, pepper, and honestly, whatever seasoning you like to put in there to make it taste good. And then just flour. Use the flour to thicken it up. And then you see how so I usually marinate my meat a day ahead, at least a couple hours.
Okay.
So that way the seasoning will go into the chicken. It tastes a lot better. So and then and then you flour coated it.
Why does mine never look like that
I
at
know.
home?
Never look like that.
It makes it look so effortless. I have everything everywhere. I was going to say the amount of people that have suggested I get Springfield cashew chicken from our Facebook, our viewers on Facebook, to just locals being like, have you tried? Have you tried?
Yeah,
I'm like,
you gotta try it.
no. And I'm so happy I waited for this day to try it.
Well, I'm glad you're here. So I'm gonna also the main thing is the cashew sauce, obviously. So we got to have a good sauce base, and so with the sauce, there's a secret to that too. Can I tell them a secret or not?
We would love your secret.
Love the secrets. If you can share them, we'll take them.
Now I'm gonna put this in the
The fryer.
down here first. All right, now this is really hot.
Is it too hot?
I think we'll be all right.
We can turn it down a little bit if you need.
Yeah, probably turn just a tag down. Just tag down.
There we go.
You know, the good old ancient way, you know how you test the temperature is to stick a chopsticks in there and you see bubble, then you know.
I was
Then
going
you know
to
the
say water,
temperature's
but
good.
water and oil don't
That's
mix.
secret to have.
Well, Asian, you always have a chopsticks, right?
Yes. And if you need, Chef, you can use this table back here.
Okay.
You can use this table if you need to set anything.
So that's chopsticks I have. So if you stick in there, you'll see bubble coming up before we put all the food in, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And what kind of oil is that? Is that canola or vegetable?
I just use vegetable oil. That's what we use at our restaurant. And so we try not to use other oil. Yeah.
Maddie, that looks way better than mine.
I know. If we were trying to do a cook-off, which we
No.
did, if we were to go up against Chef Perry,
No.
there is we're
No way.
That is fun, though. I love
hang up
cooking.
the towel.
All right, now we're going to
I was going to say, you have vegetarian options, gluten-free options at your location, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of vegetarian diet people coming through, and we can replace tofu with chicken on any entree. So they basically have the whole menu to their own.
Oh, okay.
So we catered for a vegetarian wedding a few months ago, and they'll save over 100 people. and all tofu and vegetables.
All tofu vegetables. Okay.
And we have veggie egg roll, like vegetable roll. They taste really good.
Oh, I love that.
I was going to
love
bring
that.
some to you, but
You brought
That's okay.
lunch.
We'll come to you next time. We'll have some more.
So, hey, Johnny McNeil, while he's cooking the chicken, can you give our viewers a brief rundown of CPO and what it is you do, your organization, and what it does all year long? Because somebody might be tuning in for the first time and not know.
Sure. Our mission is to promote, facilitate the building of resilient children, healthy families, and strong neighborhoods and communities. We have 4 major divisions. So our divisions are prevention and youth support, early childhood and family development, neighborhood and community development, along with affordable housing and homeless prevention. So within that, it encompasses so much within our community. We're providing direct services to individuals in our community who need it. And with the pandemic had hit, things had gotten worse. And we're kind of seeing a leveling out of individuals kind of getting back on their feet and getting through some things through our direct services that we provide. But we're on the front lines, of course, with fighting the opioid crisis on our prevention division. We're also providing kids with disabilities certain type of toys and sensory objects they can have they normally wouldn't have an ability to have without someone paying a pretty steep price for them. And we're also in all the schools here. We're all our school-based social workers on all the Springfield schools, providing mentorship and things like that. Also affordable housing. We're trying to get individuals housed. You don't want to just get them off the street for a couple of weeks. You want to give them a house permanently. So we're working on that. And our Raleigh Center for Hope, the old Pepperdine building, is an amazing building. We have partners in there dealing with individuals with mental health, those that need to have an address. As far as if you're homeless or you're looking for someone to find a job or get a place, we're able to provide that. You can also come and get showers. You can also wash your clothes throughout the community. So we offer those things there also. So we're doing a lot of things in the community I'm very proud of.
You're busy, Johnny.
It's a go-to organization.
All right, here comes the secret.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
okay.
Johnny. I'm just going to...
Yes, get that sauce going.
The sauce, one of the major thing is use good chicken broth. So at the restaurant, we actually buy chicken bone, and we will boil them for a long time so we can get the essence of the bone flavor.
Okay.
So without that, it tastes quite different. So if you're doing it at home, you can just grab a box of chicken broth anywhere, and they will taste just good, you know. And so that's the key. And then here's the sauce that you want to mix in. Now, a lot of people like to put oyster sauce. If you have a gluten issue, then you could probably use gluten-free soy sauce, and then salt, pepper, and whatever other seasoning you like to put. I like to put some pepper in there as well. So now what you do is then you let it bring it to boil. This is almost done. You don't want to overcook it.
Can I turn that? Do you want me to turn that off now? Or do you need it on?
See.
It's up to you.
Well, I want to make sure it's cooked
Okay.
so that way you won't get sick.
Yes. Hey guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick commercial break and
Yes,
come back
sir.
and we'll have more of this amazing food and we'll try.
Awesome.
Don't go anywhere. More with Johnny McNeil and Chef Perry right after this.
Yes. All right. This is